In the serene town of Enderby, British Columbia, Canada, a horrifying crime unfolded that would forever change the community's sense of safety and tranquility. The brutal murder of Dirk and Audrey Rolfsima, a well-respected local couple, sent shockwaves through the peaceful town. This marked the beginning of a complex and chilling investigation that would span several months and reveal a tale of betrayal, deceit, and ultimately, justice. The crime scene. The Rolfsima residence, once a beacon of warmth and camaraderie in the peaceful town of Enderby, British Columbia, was transformed into a chilling crime scene. The brutal murder of Dirk and Audrey Rolfsima within the confines of their own home sent shockwaves through the community, shattering its tranquility. The couple, known for their generosity and kindness, were found lifeless, victims of a horrifying act of violence. The crime scene was a grim testament to the brutality of the act. Evidence of a struggle was apparent, indicating that the couple had fought for their lives. A bloody knife was found in the kitchen sink, suggesting a violent confrontation. The discovery of a ski pole embedded in Dirk's skull was a gruesome testament to the ferocity of the attack. The barefoot corpse and the missing cowboy boots hinted at a hasty retreat by the perpetrator. The crime scene painted a chilling picture of a peaceful home turned into a stage for a horrifying act of violence, forever altering the sense of safety within the Enderby community. The investigation begins. The brutal murder of Dirk and Audrey Rolfsima in their home in Enderby, British Columbia, sent shockwaves through the peaceful community. The couple, known for their warmth and generosity, were found lifeless in their own home, marking a tragic end to their lives and the beginning of a complex and chilling investigation. Leading the investigation were Sergeant Ewan Pitt and Lisa Stewart. The case was perplexing, with few leads and no clear motive. The crime scene was a grim tableau of violence, with signs of a struggle and evidence of a brutal attack. The investigators were faced with the daunting task of piecing together the events that led to the couple's untimely demise. One name kept surfacing during the initial stages of the investigation: Renee Thurion, a former tenant of the Rolfsimas. Renee had a history of conflict with Dirk, which had led to his eviction. Despite his departure from the property, the tension between Renee and Dirk had continued, casting a shadow of suspicion over him. The investigators began to delve deeper into Renee's background, uncovering a trail of suspicious activities that linked him to the crime. The investigation was just beginning, and the path to justice was fraught with challenges. However, the dedicated team was determined to unravel the truth and bring the perpetrator to justice. Unraveling the suspect's trail. As the investigation into the Rolfsima murders unfolded, a name emerged from the shadows: Renee Thurion. A former tenant of the Rolfsimas, Renee had a history of conflict with Dirk, which had led to his eviction. The trail leading to Renee was marked by several suspicious factors. He owned a rare .22 caliber rifle, identical to the weapon used in the murders. Additionally, Renee was grappling with financial difficulties, and suspicious withdrawals from the Rolfsima's bank account were made shortly after their deaths. The most damning evidence was the surveillance footage from the ATM, which showed a man resembling Renee. Each piece of evidence was a breadcrumb leading investigators closer to Renee, weaving a trail that suggested his involvement in the crime. The undercover operation. In an attempt to gather more concrete evidence against the prime suspect, Renee Thurion, the investigators initiated an undercover operation. This operation was a strategic move designed to elicit a confession from Renee and solidify the case against him. An undercover officer, known as Mr. Big, was introduced into Renee's life. Posing as a criminal offering Renee a chance to join his criminal organization, Mr. Big slowly gained Renee's trust. This operation was a delicate balancing act, requiring the officer to maintain his cover while subtly coaxing information out of Renee. Over time, Renee began to trust Mr. Big and eventually confessed to the murders. He revealed chilling details of the crime, including his use of a timer to start a fire in the Rolfsima's house to destroy all evidence after committing the murders. He also led the undercover officers to the location where he had hidden the couple's car. The undercover operation was a success, providing the investigators with the final piece of evidence they needed: the arrest and conviction. With the damning evidence gathered from the undercover operation, the investigators were finally able to make an arrest. René Thurian, the former tenant and person of interest since the beginning of the investigation, was taken into custody. His confession to the undercover officer, coupled with the physical evidence linking him to the crime, provided a solid case against him. Despite his initial denials, René eventually pleaded guilty to the second-degree murders of Dirk and Audrey Rolfsima. The court proceedings were a grim reminder of the brutal crime that had taken place, with the evidence painting a chilling picture of René's actions. The judge handed down a sentence of 18 years in prison with no chance of parole, bringing a sense of closure to the harrowing case. The conviction of René Thurian marked the end of a long and complex investigation, finally delivering justice for Dirk and Audrey Rolfsima and their grieving community. Reflections on the case and its impact. The Rolfsima murder case, with its complex investigation and eventual resolution, left a lasting impact on the community of Enderby and the law enforcement agencies involved. The brutal crime shattered the tranquility of the town, leaving residents grappling with a sense of loss and fear. However, the successful resolution of the case also demonstrated the relentless pursuit of justice by the investigators. For the law enforcement agencies, the case served as a testament to the power of thorough investigation and innovative techniques, such as the undercover operation that led to René's confession. It underscored the importance of perseverance in the face of challenges and the crucial role of forensic evidence in solving crimes. The case also highlighted the tragic consequences of violent crime, not just for the victims, but also for the community at large. It served as a stark reminder of the need for vigilance and community support in the face of adversity. Why? The motive behind the murders remains unclear. Was it financial desperation, a personal vendetta, or a combination of both? Regardless of the motive, the impact of the crime on the community and the family of the victims was profound. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button below and subscribe. See you in the next video.